Hello. Can you guys all hear me? I hope you can hear me this time. Yeah, okay. Hey guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks, John, for letting me know. Raymond, Ace, Tina. Awesome, guys. Just waiting for a few more people to come in here now. It is cold today. My mother and father's here. Awesome, guys. There we go. Loud and clear. Hey, Tom. I'm going to throw the link up for you now, bud. Yeah, it's probably close to that here. Actually, the wind's after down now, Raymond. I think it's sitting around minus 15, minus 16 right now. Whatever that is in Fahrenheit, I'm not sure for all my American friends. There we go. Oh, my phone went off. It said Backwoods is live. There's Tom. I'm going to bring him up there now. Hey, bud.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. It's better than last time, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, last time it was a fiasco, that's for sure. What's temperature like out your way?
Today it was like I looked in my truck thermometers. It was 44 degrees.
44 degrees. That's close to freezing temperature for you guys, is it?
Hey, I'm getting kind of like a double feedback of some sort. I don't know if it's on my end or
I'm not sure. Is anybody else getting that? Do you have YouTube open as well?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, shut down YouTube.
Okay.
That should help it.
I don't know
Hi,
how to
Raven
do
Cat.
this.
Half Pace. Ron. Tom is here. Oh, Cody's in the house. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. Well, that was Tom, everybody. We'll wait for him to come back up here. Yeah, I guess he could have just muted the YouTube. I think he might have closed down his whole browser. How you feeling, Half Pace? Or Zach? I guess I can call you by your name. Yeah, we got 11 people here now. You guys chatting it up, saying hi to everybody. Just waiting for Tom to come back. There he is. He's back. Incoming Tom. There he is.
I'm on my phone now, so it's
A bit better.
I'd like to have done it on my computer, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a new webcam because I find like this webcam, everything's kind of like washed out white. The quality doesn't seem very good. Your quality's pretty good on your phone.
I'm pretty clear.
Yeah, you are. I gotta hide behind the fog.
Yeah. You asked about the temperatures. It was 44 degrees here today, and yesterday we had probably 10 degrees. So it jumped from 10 degrees all the way up. It warmed up throughout the day. We ended up like at 31 or 32 Fahrenheit here last night.
Yeah.
So
it's I got another window open here, and I'm doing conversions between Fahrenheit and Celsius. So right now it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit where I'm at.
Oh boy, that was our weather yesterday, and we had wind.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
No, my face is all frosted.
Yeah, I got the buddy heater going on underneath the table here, keeping my legs warm, and the heat's towering up.
I have my heater running, but it's not doing its best, but it works.
Trying to keep up. So we got 11 people here now. It's been windy, right around 40 in my area of Ohio. Oh yeah. It's been pretty mild for everybody this year, though, for the most part, for winter, hasn't it?
What was that? There's a little.
I found.
What was your question?
Our winter here has been pretty mild so far. Like, it's getting cold now, but it took a long time.
Yeah, it's been a really weird season. It's been warm here too. Normally we have like below zero.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, so we got 12 people here now, Tom. I wanted to talk to you, just kind of introduce you. I guess everybody here is kind of common amongst us as friends anyways, for the most part.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to look at this later on. I just wanted to talk with your channel for a bit too, and just if you want to let everyone know what your channel's about.
Everything outdoors. I don't want to focus. I know it's kind of hard to have a niche or a niche in having everything outdoors. You got some guys that fish, or some guys that just hunt or bushcraft or something, but I want to try to focus on everything.
Yeah.
It's a wide variety, and it keeps me busy too, as far as trying to come up with ideas for videos.
Yeah, you're a lot like me that way. Kind of whatever comes to your mind and whatever you got time to do, you're just out doing it.
Yeah, like I just did a video of unboxing my new Predator call.
Oh yeah. I just got the notification for that. I started to watch it, but I had to come here because we were starting this. But
I'm looking forward to using that.
Yeah, what do you? Obviously, coyote.
Yeah, it's got a variety of has rabbit, cottontail rabbit 1 and 2, and coyote fight, crow call, female howl, male howl, raccoon distress, and a couple other ones too. So it seems like a pretty versatile caller.
Yeah, I need to get one. I got stuff in there. I was thinking about building one, but I'd like to have one with a wireless out instead of having to use like an MP3 player or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like outdoor, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty cold here. It's comfortable though. Excuse me. You're pretty much all recovered though, because you had the dirty old COVID for a little bit.
Yeah, I did. I got it right after my live stream that I did right before New Year's, that Wednesday night, and Thursday morning. I could feel myself getting sick. I could just tell before the live stream, and that next morning I could barely get out of bed, and it lasted for quite a while, about a good week, and then I lost my smell and taste, and I did that little short of eating that garlic, and it took a while to, about 2 weeks, a week and 2.5 weeks before I actually started feeling better.
If your wife didn't want to kiss you because of COVID, she definitely wouldn't want to kiss you after the garlic anyway.
She can't taste or smell either right now yet.
She's got it too, eh?
Yeah. But she didn't have it as severe as I did. She didn't. All she had was the taste and smell that was gone. So
funny how it affects different people differently, eh?
Yeah. I got it on my computer now here as far as the live stream. I'm kind of looking at trying to look at the comments.
Yeah. I can probably start trying to bring some up here. Yeah, Tommy Guy Outdoors says, we're doing good, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Frontier's in here. I think everybody here checked you out, Tom, but if anybody in here hasn't, head over to Tom's channel at some point there and look at his stuff. He's got some fun stuff going on, and he's evolving really good. I like how watching your content. You're trying new things, looking at different angles, and it's good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's stuff I was kind of debating if I should buy a Predator collar or save it for some GoPros, but the hunting kind of lured me in, kind of took me. So that's what I bought, and I'm doing fine with using my phone and stuff, but so.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. You gotta pick and choose what you want to do, right? But I mean, what you're doing right now. I mean, a GoPro, you'll get a GoPro eventually, I'm sure. But what you got now is working fine.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. But when I did my the deer heart video, cooking that was a pain. I have a chest harness for the mount I have my phone on. So I was doing those angles. Then I had to stop halfway through of a certain scene, take it off, and use this little tripod, so it's a production.
It is. I have only got, I got a cheap action camera, I guess. It's not a GoPro. I have a GoPro. That's the one I get most of my good footage on. But my cheaper one, it doesn't stabilize very good. Like if I move at all, it's very shaky.
Okay.
That's kind of the one I use when I'm swimming under the water or doing anything like that. But I'd like to get another one because it's a real pain in the arse to be, you have it on your head, you take it off, and you got it on your chest, and you have it over on the tripod.
Yeah.
And you spend half your time running. If you just had two different ways of filming, it would save a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tubby guy. Okay, just trying to read the comments here. I'm not good at keeping up with the comments on these feeds. Thanks, Raymond, for doing
pretty fast once in a while. Thanks, Raymond.
There's 16 people in here now.
Cool.
And you got your deer? I didn't get a deer this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my the skull. My son skinned out my deer skull, and I have it sitting on the floor. I want to boil it down and bleach it and hang it up on my wall here in the barn. And I have a bear skull too that do yet. That's been in the freezer for a while now. So
I've never bothered bleaching any. Like I got mine behind me, a few of them. There's a couple of them there, but I've never bothered bleaching them.
You would just clean them up or just let them sit clean.
Yeah. One way you can do it is Well, two of them back there, I did it this way when I was up northern Labrador. Is I went out in the summer and I just put the skull inside of a wooden box and then tied that box, like closed the lid, drilled it shut with holes in the side, and then tied it off to a tree and laid it on top of an ant's nest. And man, the ants cleaned it right out.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
they cleaned it right out. Nothing. There was nothing left in it.
Last winter, I went looking for antler sheds, and I ended up finding a raccoon skull. So I can't. All right, I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I took a little metal container, boiled it, and I took some bleach peroxide, and just boiled the peroxide in the water along with this, and I took some baking soda also and just kind of tried doing this. It's a good natural color instead of actually bleach white. I like that.
Yeah. I like
kind of a look.
Yeah, exactly. Get that mother of pearl color or whatever it's called, the off yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find when it's too white, I like the white ones too. I'm not down talking on them, but when they're bleached white, they almost look like they're fake. They don't look real anymore.
Yeah.
It almost looks like you just went and you bought a plastic one or something.
Yeah. My grandpa, he went out west mule deer hunting. I forget what state it was in, Wyoming or something like that. And he ended up having his skull bleached, and it looked really, really nice. It had that yellow look. It kind of looked like the raccoon skull that I have here.
Yeah.
It's just that natural look in it.
Yeah. Check out the 8-man trial guys. Great GoPro alternative and that's worth. Okay. What is that half pace? Is that an actual camera or is it one of those leveling geoscopic selfie wand thingies? I'm guessing it's a camera, is it?
I don't know.
Tubby guys say use peroxide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to boil all my traps down now. I was going to go out and set some this weekend, but I don't know now because I don't even remember doing it, but obviously I did. But when my container, I had my coyote and fox traps in. I threw the bait in with it. So now the traps smell like bait. So that's not going to work.
Yeah, they'll dig your traps up.
I'm gonna I don't know what would you recommend the best thing to do there? Just start off again, boil them down and
I would, yeah. Just to clean them up. And I'm no expert by any means, but to get that scent off, I would probably boil them and wax them.
Yeah, that's probably what I got. Lots of wax still left, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, As soon as I opened the lid, I was just like, oh, it smells like coyote bait. It's just everything.
Nice skunk essence.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I got a squirrel living in the shed here somewhere. I don't know where he is, but man, he's leaving big piles of acorns all over the place. They're falling off the roof and everything. There's 17 people in there now. Goodness.
Let's hit for 20. Have a goal of 20 and then do 25.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Let me see here. Keep. How do you set up? I'm still really new to this live stream stuff, so forgive me. But how do you do make admins out of people? Or not admins,
moderators. If you look on the side, there's 3 dots, and you just click on those dots, I believe, and it'll ask you a couple questions about.
That's probably on the YouTube side, though, is it? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll head over to YouTube and see here because. Just give me a second here. because I can only do so much here. Find as I'm getting older, I'm getting worse with electronics. I hate change, and things are changing. Let me see.
I know what you feel like.
All right. Tubby, let me see. Would you mind being a moderator? Raymond is half pace. Half pace, would you mind as well?
Hey, Ghost Wolf.
Oh, Chuck's in here, is he? There he is. He's a guy who knows his stuff too, man.
Yeah, he's got a good channel. I like watching that.
Yeah.
The whole snaring rabbits and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool.
If you go back far enough, you'll find a few videos. I was in with them when we went fishing, and I did a bear. I snared a bear in one of his videos. He went out to help me harvest a bear. But
Holy cow. That
was an issue. Yeah, you got to get close.
I bet.
We were within 10 yards of that bear, and he was just snared around the. He wasn't too happy with us.
Well, I'm sure not.
Yeah. He's just in the comment there. He said, "Got a rabbit and a chicken wire pen set. Just need to figure out how much you can show on YouTube." I told him probably just to be safe to put up everything up until the point the rabbit gets in a panic mode.
Oh yeah.
And then probably just do a voiceover of what happened or something like that. But one of his videos I recommend to you if you ever get a chance there, Tom, and everybody else in the chat as well. He's got a couple videos of him playing with grouse where he just went out and started making noises and called the grouse over, and they're on his foot and he's reaching down and touching them.
Really?
He calls out grouse and plays with them.
You're kind of cutting in and out a little bit.
All right, am I? Is anybody else getting that? Am I cutting out in the chat?
All I heard was something about calling in grouse and something else.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. No, NL Ghost Wolf, Chuck there, he has a video where he calls grouse and they come over to him and he's like, he has one climbing up his foot.
Really?
Yeah, he makes these noises and they come out and he catches. He got a couple videos catching them in his hands.
I'll have to watch or look some of them up again. Well, not again, but I'll have to search for them.
Yeah. He said everything seems to be good there. All right, I'm going to add a couple moderators. If I don't have you as a moderator, don't be offended. I'm just adding a couple moderators to my channel.
Well, last Saturday I had the live stream and there was like a bunch of trolls. They were unbelievably terrible. And I ended up with 29 thumbs down. And the next morning I went on TubeBuddy and checked out my analytics, I guess, on there. And it went from 29 down to 3. So I don't know if YouTube just erased them or how does that work? I don't know how to.
YouTube, actually, I don't know if you know who the Huntsman is. Have you ever talked to that guy?
Subscribed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he makes a living off thumbs down. Not quite. That's a bit of a stretch, but he does get a lot of thumbs down. YouTube doesn't care if it's thumbs up or thumbs down because it's still reactions to your channel and it's still traffic, which means they still have to look at commercials.
Right.
So the TubeBuddy, the thumbs down, I don't think it has any negative effect on you. I think it's just kind of a feel-good kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How to call grouse.
I couldn't believe all the trolls though on Saturday night. It was.
Yeah, you're gonna get it, man. In our line of
it's expected.
Yeah, the type of content creation that we're doing here, and I mean, not everybody likes to see an animal die. Not everybody likes to see trapping. Not everybody, and everybody has an opinion. Yeah, it's interaction as far as YouTube is concerned.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I had a couple trolls in one time before, and I don't care. It doesn't matter to me at all. I think I'm doing something right. If I'm pissing someone off, I'm doing something right.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop doing what I do, and
no
matter what they say. Well, I don't know what these people expect. They're going to come in and yell at you, and then you're going to be like, you know what? I'm a vegan now, and tear all the fur down, change my whole life. I don't know what they expect is going to happen with their rambling and their thumbs down, but I welcome it. Bring it on. I don't care. Who we got? Oh, we got 22 people in right now. I think it's the most I've ever had in
wow.
my life. Someone can drop Tom's link there again for anybody who's in. Hi, Jeff. Thanks for coming in. If anybody doesn't know who Tom is, and you don't mind checking out his channel, he's getting pretty close to 400. I'd like to see him get to 400. If I can help you out a little bit, man, I'd love to be able to help you out.
Every little bit helps. I know.
Yeah.
Since our deer hunting season kind of ended, well, before that, I had uploaded a couple videos, and my subs just skyrocketed along with my views on that one video. It's still going up, but after deer hunting stopped, it started to drop slowly, which it's a trending thing, deer hunting, obviously, and I'm expecting the same every video.
Yeah, and it's seasonal too, right? Like people, you go fishing in the spring, you start doing some spring fishing and stuff. Like more people are looking into fishing at that time of year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unless you're down like those warmer areas like M&K and that, those guys are down there still casting in open water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like now too, I want to get more. Well, rabbit hunting is a big thing for me. I like doing that. Yeah. And now that I have a decent predator collar, electronic collar, I'm gonna kind of trend towards that now. So. Yeah,
I'm excited actually to see that. I'd like to see see how that works, because I've never excuse me, I've never called in predators using the collar or anything, and that's something I'm interested in doing. I did call in a coyote once, but it wasn't in shooting distance. He just came in. I was just using the mouth call with the rabbit, and I was out with my boy. But I've had more chances shooting a coyote just accidentally stumbling upon him while I was out driving around for fun than I have calling him.
Yeah. I only called one coyote in. That was numerous years ago, and I had a little Johnny Stewart little electronic collar with a little remote. I put that out on the middle of the river was frozen over, put that out on the ice and kind of sat back on the shoreline or the bank, and I got to call one in.
Yeah.
So I had two younger teenagers with me, and they didn't scare it away. I think I did, because I had a coyote howler hanging on my neck.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any kind of red light or shotguns. I just had my 22 Magnum at that time, and I called one in. That's the best I could do. So.
Yeah, I haven't been that lucky with that, but and all the coyotes here, like during the summer seasons, they're all over the place. As soon as trapping hits, it's like they know and they're gone. But I think what's happened is they're heading in towards the bedding areas. That's a little more inland with the deer.
Oh, okay.
I think
That
that's where
makes
they're
sense.
heading, to be heading. And you'll see it almost happens overnight. You'll see the coyotes slowly disappear, and then the foxes move in, and then all the rabbits come out of their
Yeah.
hiding holes, and then it's just a. So I'll show you something. Just give me 1 second. I gotta grab something.
Sure.
So with rabbit snaring, I really enjoy rabbit snaring, and this is what I've come up with right now. I got these actually. I painted them and then I just waxed them just to get the smell. Because people don't realize when you're trapping rabbit, like scent is a real thing for rabbits. Like they will smell around stuff sometimes, right?
I noticed some of those videos that show rabbit snaring.
Yeah.
They'll hop up to it or walk or whatever, and they'll actually smell the whole snare. But yet they ended up going right through it and getting caught.
So this is what I came up with. I don't know if you can see it very good, but what I'm going to do is basically this drills into the side of a tree, and my snare or sonar that just goes into the side of a tree, and this piece here just hooks in like that. And then on this piece, it goes up and around a branch and is attached to a counterweight. And then the snare actually comes off this piece. So when the rabbit goes through, theoretically, this is what's going to happen. When the rabbit goes through, and let me just remove this comment that I got left on the screen. When the rabbit goes through, it pulls a little bit. This slips off and up like that. The counterweight comes down, and the rabbit is 6 feet up the tree. And that way I don't lose any more rabbits to the foxes. Because some days I don't get to check my rabbits. Rabbits here at 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right? So I lost so many rabbits last year. I go in and it was just a pile of blood and fur.
Mm-hmm.
So
do that's what I'm bobcat or lynx up there?
Oh yeah. Lots of Canadian lynx, and there's a nice few bobcats. Bobcats are both the populations are regulated, and I think you can get bobcat tags here, but you got to put in for a lotto.
Okay.
They took a hit a while back, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it had something to do with like forestry and mismanagement and stuff. But they're making a good rebound now. Okay, I'm just going to catch up on some of these.
Stetson Outdoors is giving you a thumbs up. He's a coworker of mine.
Awesome. Yeah, you're up to 387 now.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got a few had a few friends that you didn't know of, I guess. The Shiner guy's here. Hey, Shiner guy. NL Ghostbook. He said he's getting the ICO Tech 500. He can put his own loose calls on it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's he does most of his calling with didn't you use a pylon, Chuck? You used to use like a road pylon? You used to use something like that and just make the calls.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jeff, how are you? I'm just going up through the comments here. Years ago, just take bales and deer run rabbits for a day with a fly. Oh yeah, yeah. I've never ran with dogs. That's a lie. I ran with my truck. Once. Sorry, go ahead.
I went hunting rabbits with a beagle once, and I was with a coworker, and it was a few months old. It was old enough to hunt, but as soon as we got out of the truck, let him out, he was gone.
He's gone.
He was on it's unbelievable. All you heard was a real distant, real faint.
Yeah, just having a blast running around in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I've never hunted rabbit with dog. I brought my dog, my lab that I used to have. I brought him out once, and man, he was dumb as rocks when it came to hunting. Yeah, I brought him out once. I was like, no, this dog can no. He's just like he'd run up. The gun would shoot, and he'd run up and put his face on the barrel and start sniffing it, like trying to figure out where the noises came from. And I was like, go that way, like worst hunting dog ever. Just trying to catch up on the comments here. From a 12 gauge pellet while rabbit hunting. Ooh. Just one single BB, was it there, Jeff? Yeah, that's that Stenson guy you're talking about earlier?
Yeah, he's a coworker.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. He's gone there now, I guess, is he? Good morning, everyone. Where's he at?
Stetson Outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just west of me, about 20 miles. He says morning to everyone, and he could.
Oh, okay.
That's who he is. Yeah, he's big into fishing. He loves fishing, ice fishing, and cat fishing.
Oh yeah, it was a stray bullet. Oh, where are we at here now? Oh, Living M.N. is in the house. That Shiner guy. I got to catch up on people's videos. I've been so busy. That's another thing I wanted to mention too is for everybody who's here listening. I've been in a classroom for the whole week, and I'll be in there next week. I'm getting my qualifications so I can be a first aid instructor. And I'm going to be doing a series on my channel of like bushcraft, hunting, like outdoors style first aid.
That's not a bad thing to know, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there like, they fall down, they hurt their ankle, and they don't realize like, well, if you got a shotgun, all you got to do is stick it. I mean, you're probably done hunting, so stick a stick in the barrel,
and use it as a crutch.
You got a crutch, just stuff like that. A lot of people don't think of.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to do a little series on that, and probably a 4 or 5 part series, just touching on, how to deal with certain, not necessarily emergency, but just basic first aid stuff. Like,
yeah.
Not reattaching a leg, but like, you got a splinter, how to get it out, and stuff like that. Yeah.
I still want to see you do a cartwheel.
Do ya?
So, I watched that video, your latest video, and I had to rewind it. I'm like, what did I see? And I saw the bottom line, and I can do something about, yes, I can do a cartwheel, and I can do a cartwheel.
Here, I'll do a cartwheel live here, look. Or I'll kill myself here by accident live. I've been putting the kind of, the Simpsons got the couch gag or whatever it's called.
Okay.
I've been adding just at my viewer discretion at the beginning of my videos. I just got that. I change it every video. I'll put something a little different down there.
I've noticed that.
Hey, everyone gets to see you live now. A fat guy do a cartwheel. Can you see me?
Yep.
I survived.
You might have to do it over, because as soon as your hands touch the ground, your legs were in the air, the frame freezed. And then all I saw is you walking back.
Yeah, I kept my hat on my head.
Oh, I saw it now. It must be my phone that
What's that?
I can't see it. It must be my phone or I'm not picking it up or something because I just kind of saw it on my laptop.
Well, I can't do it. You have to go back and watch it because I tell you, the next thing will be a heart attack live on YouTube.
Good times.
Yeah. That got cartwheel better than skinny guys. And we had a good center of balance, eh? Whew.
Fun stuff.
That's my boy, my mom.
Yeah, before COVID, when I got that, I had one video left that I could upload, and then I was done. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have any videos to do. So all my analytics, I went on there, everything started dropping. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a bummer. So now I'm I went through some of my videos or pictures that were deleted, and I'm kind of going through those. They're kind of in the trash a little bit. So I'm kind of looking to see for some video shorts. So now I have a few video shorts that I can do. And now I have, this past Sunday, I went rabbit hunting again, and I will be uploading that probably in 2 weeks. And then now this coming Saturday, I'm going to upload what I got for my fur prices. So now I'm starting to build up my video bank again. So
yeah, a lot of people.
My fingers.
But I like shorts. I don't know. I like the quick videos sometimes. You know.
Yeah, a couple of my videos, the shorts were. One was like 700, and the other one ended up being like in the 600s already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not all of them do that, but it's probably two of them that ended up having that many. Well, my garlic one had about 200 views already, so.
And it just encourages traffic to the channel, and you know what? First and foremost, before any of that, it's just fun things to make. It's just fun content, you know.
Yeah.
And it gives you a chance, like I said, to recycle some stuff and play around with it. And
right.
Thanks for throwing that link up there again, Raymond. Once again, if anybody's still here who hasn't checked out Tom yet, if you don't mind checking out his channel, he's just seems like an all-round, kind-hearted, good dude, good content, fun stuff. Just hanging out with Tom. You're up to $3.90 now, Tom, bud.
What? $3.90?
$3.90 now, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it a lot. 10 more to go. Pushing for the 400.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom be here on the camera just singing out to my wife, help, help. John Euler says mud stops pain for these things. Yeah. I've never been stung by a bee, but man, those wasps, they got it out for me. I thought I did mod you earlier there.
Thanks,
Zach.
Cody.
Let me see here.
Yeah, I went rabbit hunting this past Sunday. I ended up getting 2 of them, and I wanted to do a whole video of hunting and the catch, clean, cook all in one, but it got to the point where I did a lot of walking for 2 rabbits, and there's no way I was going to start a fire in the fire pit. and
No.
start cooking.
No, and rabbit you
So,
gotta cook.
What's that?
Rabbit you gotta make sure it's fully cooked too, which means you'll end up cooking like I had when I did mine over an open fire. It was had a nice crispy texture on the outside.
Yeah. So I thought about just doing another soup or something, because I like making like a rabbit soup, like a chicken noodle soup kind of a thing, with all ingredients with that, and that tastes really good.
See, I
was chicken broth.
I love cooking content, like with Wall Game. If someone can cook something up like a good meal with Wall Game, I really regret myself when I made my Christmas. I did a Christmas ham with a full bear leg, the front leg on one of the bears I got, and I injected it for a few days. I let it sit in the fridge for a few days. I took it out. I glazed it with like a sugar glaze. I put it in the oven, and then I put it in the smoker. Man, that thing was so good. And I really wish I should have. I took it out and I looked at this thing. It was just beautiful. And I was like, I should have documented this thing. But next time.
Yeah, that's my goal too, is I always want to do a hind quarter of a deer, smoking it and like putting it in a brine and just for a couple days and smoke it. But what I have for a smoker isn't all that big to put a whole hind quarter in. So what I want to do too is take I have 2 roasts from the buck I got. I want to brine that for a few days and inject it and then smoke it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but yeah. A guy at work, one of our crane operators, his uncle did that, and he brought some in. It's like, oh my gosh, it tastes so good. It'd be perfect for lunch meat.
Yeah. Sorry, this is Jason Crawford, Outdoors. Your 3-day family trip down Rocky River, was there a place for fresh water along the way, or should we bring a filter? Jason, sorry, I hope you're still with us there. I missed your comment earlier. I had a filter. I filtered all my water because that water is so murky. But actually, by the end of the 3 days with the family and the amount of water we went through, that filter was pretty much clogged. There's a lot of sediment in that river, especially that time of year. But yeah, I'd bring a filter for sure.
I would like to get one of them once and just try it. Just to
like
have
those
it.
light straws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be, I don't know, something to try and something that I can learn too.
Well, they're
not much to learn, but it's just give it a try.
Yeah, I got one I got from Canadian Tire, and it's replaced. Like, why would I carry a canteen if I know I'm going fishing for the day, for instance? I'm not going to carry a canteen of water. I'm going to carry this little thing that's, the size of a marker in my pocket, and then I take it out and I just drink whenever I need to drink, and it's fresh water.
Yeah,
it's just way more convenient.
Now, in that one video that you had, you were, I think it was a live stream. I don't remember, but you were drinking straight out of the creek. Now, what's the difference between? I know summer water gets kind of stagnant if it's not flowing.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between winter water and summer water? The summer water, do you have to filter it out, or?
Summer water is usually dirtier because there's more. Like when the water's warmer, it's just a breeding ground for parasites, and even if it's farther upstream, right, there's going to be more parasites. In the wintertime, there's no insects that are breeding, so there's no parasites in the water, and anything that was in the water is going to be filtered way downstream by this time this late in the year.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just cleaner water usually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It looked good.
It was good. Real refreshing. Zach and I. Oh yeah, Zach did the steak. Yeah, people don't like it when you cook on rocks because sometimes rocks explode. But never. I mean, it depends where you get the rocks. If they're dry rocks inland and they're not porous rocks, you're fine. I would be concerned if I was collecting rocks from a wet riverbed or something like that because I've seen those explode like little hand grenades almost. You ever have that happen to you?
No, I've had rocks around my fire pit. Obviously, well, they're dry, but some of them got to the point where they got so hot they cracked, but never exploded.
Yeah, because they'll just crack and kind of fall apart, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's stuff. If you got like a porous rock that's been living like basically in a riverbed for God knows how long, the water that's inside will start to steam and it actually builds up pressure and it can't escape and then it actually comes apart. It'll explode. But if you're not collecting rocks from a wet source, you're usually fine.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to go sub to his channel. I'm going to check out where you're at here now, Tom. Oops. Let me see here. Oh, you're up to 391. Slowly creeping up.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Kind of like the rabbit and tortoise.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah. But you know what? Like you said, this is a kind of a dead time of year for us and what we do, besides rabbit season. But at this time of year, things seem to want to get a little redundant, right? Because I'm still rabbit catching, but I've done a couple rabbit videos. So it's like, what else is there? But there's a certain demographic of people who want to look at stuff like that all the time. But it is, for analytics side of things, this time of year for hunters and outdoors guys, it's going to be slower. It's just going to be slower. But there's nothing wrong either with like throwing an older video up or something like that, once in a while, just to kind of recycle it.
Like one of the videos I have that I'd like to do for a short is my son's learning how to cut wood with a chainsaw. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh boy, there's no hard hat, no safety glasses. He's just cutting away with his little GoPro on his forehead. This was, boy, oh boy, this got to be like 7-8 years ago already, or a little bit more, to have that. I'm sure people be whining about safety. Where's his hard hat, or, whatever.
Well, he wouldn't want to watch me. I cut my wood in Crocs and shorts sometimes. I know how stupid that is, but sometimes But I do need to start investing in like a good pair of like chainsaw chaps or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dark 30's in the house here. How you doing? The Shiner guy said he had concrete explode. Made a campfire on the boat ramp. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anything that's wet, you just gotta be careful because it can go off, and it can go off really violently. And there's like little pieces of shrapnel.
Like some of our roads here where I live, it doesn't happen often, but it happens. Like in the middle of summer, it gets so hot out that the roads buckle. The pavement buckles up. It opens up the road.
Yeah. Just
granted, that's blacktop, but
our biggest thing here is sinkholes during not like sinkholes like you would think of where it's going to swallow something, but on the road because you get the water and the frost. We always get this like January, December melt, and that's what's happening right now. Is all that snow I had in that video you seen? That snow's gone. It's just, right now it's just like 4 inches of ice everywhere. It's just ice. And because we had rain, we had 3 days where it just kind of rained and was mild. So yeah, that gets underneath the road, and when it refreezes, it rises the road up, and then in the spring it'll defrost, and you'll get these big potholes just sinking the road. Caribou Country is here. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, this
you know Tom Caribou. If you don't, check out his stuff.
Like right now, this would be kind of considered a January thaw, and then after this, it would get real cold. So I don't know if it will get cold, but one of the lakes that we have, Lake Winnebago, it every February there's sturgeon spearing, and if we don't get a cold snap, I don't know how thick the ice is out on that lake, but it's a huge lake. It's the largest inland lake in the United States.
Oh yeah,
but there's times where there's guys going out out sturgeon spearing when there's minimal ice. They'll drag their shanties out with 4-wheelers just to go sturgeon spearing, and that's really cutting it close too. Then other years the ice is so thick that you can drive out there for I don't know how long. I don't frequent the lake, but
yeah,
if we don't get a cold snap, I don't know how that's going to pan out for those sturgeon spears.
We have sturgeon here, but you can't fish them.
Yeah,
they're still recovering.
Yeah,
they're not good population.
Mm-hmm. There's a time limit too, and a quota. If they reach a certain quota by a certain day, they'll shut down the whole season. That'll be it. Yeah. I think the whole season goes for 2 weeks, I believe. I could be. I don't know if that's right or not, but
yeah.
And
well, it makes sense. I mean, sorry, there's a bit of a delay. I keep over talking you. My apologies.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, you don't want to over spear and like during the day you have to be either done. I think it's either noon or 1 o'clock, and that's when the spearing times are. It's from sun up to 12 or noon, or 12 or 1.
That's it's a good way of managing something without taking it away completely from the people. So because that's what a lot of people don't realize is. You hear about sturgeon fishing, and some people get right up in arms about it, and they get all angry. But it's like if because one place has a species that's endangered in that area, doesn't mean it's endangered everywhere. We all know sturgeon numbers pretty much all around North America are still low, but in some chains they're pretty much recovered, and in other chains they're not recovering very well at all. But just because they're not recovering in one place, don't mean you have to completely shut it down in another way. You still have conservation. You still have certain efforts, and allowing people to fish it with certain regulations and guidelines. It keeps that appreciation there for the animal, right? And it also stops people from wanting to poach them. Because if not, you're going to have poachers out there doing it anyway.
Right.
Right. There's bad people out there doing all stuff all times.
Yeah, and those are the bad apples that make it bad for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, sure. Shut up, signer guy. Yeah, he's probably having a t-shirt today.
Yeah. I heard it's supposed to get cold again here, so this 44 degrees today isn't going to last a whole lot longer.
Yeah.
But it's winter.
It's winter. That's it. When you live in the states you guys live in, I live in Canada. It's winter. It's part of what makes us us. It's part of what we do.
Yeah.
You can complain about it, or you can embrace it and realize that it's something that a lot of people don't want, which I understand. But at the same time, I don't want hot weather all year round. I can handle the cold, but
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my dad says, summertime, you can only take off so many clothes. Winter, you can keep adding layers.
Yeah. You only take so much off, and the next thing you know, the police are at your door. So,
sir, can you clothe yourself?
This is, yeah, they're in the endangered list here in Pennsylvania. That's but it's like anything, like black bear, for instance, right? You have black bear.
Yeah.
Certain, like, I think in New Jersey, they're just starting to recover enough now where they're getting good numbers for like spring hunt, right? And I think it's New Jersey if I remember correctly. But like here in New Brunswick, man, we got more than we can deal with. There's more black bear here than pretty much anywhere I've been. They're everywhere.
Yeah. I know, like up by Cody too, they have over-the-counter or over-the-counter tags because there's such a nuisance up there by him. In some areas, I guess. In others, you have to, I don't know if it's a draw. I think he's still in here, but he could probably elaborate more on that. But like, my bear hunt that I had to wait 12 years to get a kill tag. We have 1 year you can go with the dogs go first, then the next year baiters go first. So it alternates every other year. So we did a group hunt, a group tag, and we wanted to wait until baiters went first. So that's why I waited 12 years. I could have tried going on year 11 for a kill tag, but
yeah,
that's not how it panned out. So
look at Shiner guy down there.
79.
I don't even know what that is in Celsius. You're speaking foreign language to me right now, but all I know is it sounds pretty warm. I don't know what that is. See if you can guess what's behind his hand. Shiner guy. See if you can guess what I got here. The huntsman's here. The huntsman. I mentioned you a while ago. I was talking to Tom. He got a bunch of trolls on a video with a bunch of thumbs down. And I mentioned you. I said, you're making a living off thumbs down. I said, you don't care about it because it's just traffic, right? Good night, Zach. Half Pace Outdoors is taking off there. Thanks for coming in, man. Go take care of your family.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, go take care of your family, bud. Cody's saying, yeah, a very small portion of Minnesota is no draw tag. Most Minnesota's draw. Black bear here in Ontario is nuts too, especially up north. Oh yeah, up north they got some pretty big ones up there too. Sturgeon are protected in Florida. I'm really bad with this chat thing. I'm like all over the place. I'm probably missing stuff. And the worst thing is where I'm on StreamYard, I'm not on YouTube. I can't see if someone tagged me in something, you know?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't show up there.
I'm still learning with this live stream stuff. I think my first one was like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, and that was just from YouTube live or the YouTube studio. I did it live.
Yeah.
I thought about doing StreamYard, but I'll start it slow.
But I mean, like I said, a lot of these faces I have here and you have, they're all familiar. So when we come on here to chat, it just feels like, you know, a bunch of friends hanging out. This is basically COVID chatting. Yeah. You know, this is what it feels like. Like it's just having a conversation, chatting it up. But then sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But every now and then you get other people who are just watching. Somebody could be watching on their television and they can't comment, and you know they just here for the ride. One thing I noticed though, watching on my Xbox sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I watch a lot of my subscribers on TV now that we have I don't know if it's a smart TV. I have no idea, but we have YouTube on our TV, and I watch that more now since like October than any other network TV.
Yeah. That's pretty much same in my household. We got Netflix and YouTube and the Disney Channel, and that's or the Disney streaming service, whatever it is. That's for my kids, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We don't look at the news. We don't follow anything. Goodness, the news has been the same for the last 4 years. It's been the same thing.
Yeah.
Dunlap is here. How you doing? Sorry if I missed anybody. I'm like, Geo Bushcraft is here. Jeremy Albritton, how are you? Thanks for coming in, man. Sorry if I skipped you. Oh, delivery's here. Just give me 1 second. I gotta grab something.
The Huntsman live stream chats are the best community building tool there is. I totally agree. There are so many people that I met just by live streams, just by watching live streams. It's what is that? Tea or coffee?
That's a coffee.
Oh,
I do drink a lot more tea now, but that I need my coffee. It's caffeine. Yours empty. Here, hold out your cup there. I'll pour some in. That's where you destroy this laptop.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
You'll get some traffic, and I got over 30 new subscribers. Yeah. Let's go down here. Is this Jeremy guy still in here? Sorry, man. I never got to your chat until late. If he's still here. I'm really bad at this. John Willard. Oh, yeah. Yep. Alberta does. Yeah. Alberta's got some good stuff. John here. What's he saying? Bass will probably spawn in the next 3 full minutes. He knows everything about fish. Do you ever eat those bass? I like to eat what I catch.
Daddy Duck does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another man I got a lot of respect for. He's got a real passion for what he does, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious because he did a stream one time and he had his closet door left open, and I couldn't stop looking at his wardrobe from hanger on the left to all the way to the right was just his swamp camo jackets. It was just everything he had was camo. Every shirt he had was a camo shirt.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Things have. Yeah. That's true. You'll people like to connect with the people they see, right?
Yeah, keeping it real.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing some live streams. And you know what? I don't get to see everybody's live stream, and I do like my schedule gets busy, and I don't get to see everyone's video sometimes. But I usually try to take some time to watch people's stuff. But with live feeds, I love when I just have some downtime. You know, maybe the wife went to bed earlier, or she's got a headache. You know, not in the mood. You know, all those type of things. But I'll just go on YouTube and click on see who's live, right? And I'll just say, I'll go hang out with these guys for a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them is in the mood.
Oh boy.
It makes it more personal. I don't even know if my mother's still here. She's probably listening. She's probably shaking her head right now.
Live more outdoors. Did you say any first? Yes, I did, and I'm going to upload a video on Saturday of how I did.
Yeah, because you prepped your first for film the other day.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of neat going to a buyer like that. It just a traveling is the route is Grunwald's that I sold to, and they have a route. Obviously there's regions for different routes, but they stopped in my hometown, so that's about 11 miles away. So I waited for that truck to come and sold my furs.
Nice.
They did okay. You'll see in the video. Too much info.
Yeah, Cody, check
I'm happy with the price I got. I know there's some other trappers that been doing it for a long time, and like I said, a guy at work, I said to him, I wasn't trapping in the heyday of where the prices were way up there, but the prices that I got last year and this year for a couple of my furs, I thought they were really good.
Yeah.
You know, so to me that's good. Pardon?
I said Coyote is selling good this year. You're getting well, I'm not sure if it changes down there up here, but guys are getting over $80 a pelt up here for their Coyotes.
Ooh, wow.
Some guys are bleaching Coyotes in bleach water.
Really?
Yeah, and getting a blonde color to them, and they're buying them just like that.
Wow. I should do a short video on old trapping books, and yeah, that'd be neat. Ghost Wolf.
Yeah. Raymond. He posted a picture of his face today. I didn't know what the guy looked like. Any port and a storm. Oh, Caribou Country. All right, I'm out driving back home. Have a good one. You're still on when I get home. I don't think I'll be on much longer if you're still here, Caribou, because I have to run all the internet off my phone. So I try to ration it for the month. Even with my phone, like there's probably like a 3-second delay here, and me and Tom we keep stepping on each other a bit. But my satellite internet, my goodness, yeah, I'd be 30 seconds behind. I premiered a video. I was late for my own premiere. Everyone was in the chat saying, "Great video, thanks for putting this together," blah blah blah. And I'm going, I still got 5 minutes left. Everyone was done watching my video.
That's funny.
My internet's so bloody slow. Cody put out that video too of where we went down with Daddy Duck. Unfortunately, it didn't have the hunt wasn't in his favor, but it still got some really good footage in that down there, and got the meat on the with a buddy. Yeah, he's been doing it for a while. Started trapping back in 1973. This is why, like, if I'm ever trying something new or I need a little bit of guidance in something with this, I talk to Chuck a lot about certain things. So he's tried things and he's seen different things and he's been to a lot of different places, right? And he's a wealth of knowledge on that kind of stuff. Can you said you can't snare where you are, right?
No. Well, no, we can't. It's you can't. You can use cable restraints for coyotes, but I'm not. I don't know what the regulations are as far as that. You can't have any kind of entanglement around the cable restraints. So I don't do it, so I really don't look at the rules for that. But I'd rather hunt the rabbits.
Yeah, I like hunting rabbits, but when I'm just with work schedule and stuff, it's hard to get out with the daylight hours right now. But it's dark here. Like it's too dark to hunt around 4:45. 4:30, if you're in the tall forest, the sun's already gone, right? It's too dark. So what I like about snaring is it's kind of strategic. You find where you're going, you set it up, you kind of trick them into getting there, and then the next day, it's the whole day. Like I'm at work, and it's that feeling of what if I got a rat? What if I got a rat? And then I get home, I get to go check them, and as I drive down that trail, every stop is just like Christmas. It's just like, what's there? Is there something there for me?
Yeah. Now, how do you prepare all your rabbits? Do you do soups, or how do you roast them, or?
Yeah, it's soup. I actually last year I did a lot of my rabbit in jerky. My kids loved rabbit jerky, so I would say almost all of them, besides maybe 3 or 4 last year, was jerky.
Okay.
Same thing. I cook it first, and then I jerky it.
Oh, okay. I did rabbit jerky once. I think I had like 3 rabbits. I actually deboned all the meat, or all the hindquarters, and I took the back straps off, and I ground it all up to get a good pound of meat or so, and then I seasoned it with jerky seasoning and left it for 24 hours, and the next day I started making rabbit jerky, and I took it to work, and everyone liked it.
Yeah.
It was a teriyaki flavor.
Everybody at my work made fun of me for eating a raccoon. Remember when I did that 5 days out in the spring pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone at work was making fun of me because
I just can't get myself to do it.
Well, I went and got another raccoon. I turned it into jerky, and I brought it into work and fed it to everyone. And then I told them what it was. So now the joke's on them.
I would really like to try muskrat. They're a vegetarian, and I've seen videos on it. Randy Newberg, I don't know if you watch anything that he does, but he used to be on TV doing a lot of elk hunts, but he did a trapping series video on YouTube, and the 3rd episode, he actually took the muskrat, put them in a crock pot, seasoned them, and took them out, and he fed them to all his coworkers, and they seemed to like it.
Yeah.
So I'd really like to give that a try.
But you can't bring yourself to eat raccoon.
No, I don't know why. I had it when I was younger, but
yeah, it is a mental thing. I totally understand. It is a mental thing.
I would really love to do it, but it's like you said, it's that getting past that hump,
Yeah.
To try it. And
I have your chaga. I haven't sent your chaga yet either. I got to send your chaga. I keep forgetting it. I have it all ready to go.
Cool.
I just got to put it in the mail.
Now, how do you go about doing that? You grind it up into a powder, and then you...
I'm going to go ahead and grind it up for you. I've already got it ground up.
Okay.
So you just use it like...
it out then?
Do you have like a coffee press?
No.
Yeah, or like you have a tea steeper?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a little straining thing you put loose tea in.
Nope.
Oh man. It's too British for you Americans. It's too British for you Americans, that tea.
Tea, what did you say, a tea steeper?
It's a steeper, yeah. It's just basically look, I got an artillery cap. I can show you. This is a cap off an artillery round.
Okay.
So it's basically, it can be shaped like this, or just like, and it just has a bunch of like straining holes in it, and you put loose tea in there, and then that goes in your cup, and then you just let it steep, and then you remove that, and then you're just left with the tea instead of the loose leaves floating around. But or I have other chaga I can send you as well, and I could chunk it up if you want. And you can just put it in your tea, put it in your coffee, or just put it in hot water and drink it like that. It's really good. A lot of antioxidants. If you got any questions about chaga, though, once again, I will refer you to NL Ghostwolf because he's the one who turned me on to it when I was up in Labrador. I worked with him up in Labrador, and he got me into chaga hunting and going out and finding it, and I just thought it was interesting. And that guy drinks it religiously. He loves the stuff. So
yeah, I want to really try some of that stuff more and be foraged for things like that. Like in spring, now that looking for mushrooms and everything else, and I just like doing that. And I want to try new things like that, just for my own personal knowledge in case something, happens.
Yeah. He says his favorite meat to eat is bottled cougar.
Cody.
Trapper 8.
Trapper 8.
I think you mean Trapper J. Did you mean Trapper J, Dark 30? Because he ate a crow. He called it PETA Griffin.
I actually missed 2 crows on Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, after I saw how he prepared it and how he liked it, I want to try it.
Yeah. I like to tell people, I don't know if you ever watched The Simpsons and Mo Sizlak. He goes, I've had crow. It's not bad. Tastes like seagull.
I haven't watched Simpsons in a long time, but certain characters, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Man, I'm falling behind on this chat. Let me see. Hey, BB and Tom, everyone in chat. Field Guy's here. How are you doing, Field Guy? Live more outdoors. Got you, Ghost Wolf. Awesome. You need to change your channel to the Cultured Barbarian. Yeah. I have people keep calling me at work. They're like, "Oh, it's the backyard." I'm like, "It's not the backyard, boys. I go more than in my backyard."
Backwoods.
Backwoods. I'm not just in my backyard. And by the way, you'll hear me say sometimes I'll say "buys" or "buy." Chuck will know what I'm talking about. I'll say "yes, buy" or "what are you at, buy" or in Newfoundland. That's like how Australians say "mate."
Oh, okay.
We say "buy." I don't know, like the boys, the boys.
I got you.
All right, and I'll see you later. And I'll go Swoof. Chuck's taking off. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate the support. I'll talk to you. Give me a call again sometime and let me know how that pen set's going.
Thanks for stopping in, Ghost Wolf.
I had a moon taste like eagle.
Oh boy. Late spring, early summer, I did a video on dandelion root coffee. You take the dandelion root, you obviously clean it up. Yes, Brian. Mm-hmm. You clean it up and chop it up. You roast it. I did mine in a little kettle and ground it up, heated up some water and filtered it through a coffee filter, and it wasn't bad. It tastes kind of nutty or earthy kind of a flavor, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't taste it and spit it out kind of a thing. It was all right.
When you
a caramely flavor,
you can blanch them real quick in hot water, and then drain that water, and that gets rid of a lot of the I think it's the tannin that makes it bitter, and just the leaves. Okay. When dandelions are full grown, and the bottom of them just kind of explodes with leaves.
Yeah,
you can eat those. They're like cabbage greens. You just blanch them first, and then you just boil them, and just like boiled cabbage.
I'll have to try that too. I knew you could do that, but I never knew how to, I guess, make it or do it up. I guess my grandma used to do that in like a salad, like with like a vinegar salad dressing kind of a thing.
Yeah.
They used to eat that a lot, I guess.
Lonesome Not I. Thanks for coming in. And I got a few stories, but my mother's in the chat, so I can't tell them right now. Tubby, yeah. I see your comment, Tubby. I'm not bringing it up on the screen, though, because you got that. You use the Lord's name in vain. My mother's going to have your arse. Dark 30. See you later, Dark 30. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
We got 20 people still in here, just in case there's some new people. If one of my moderators don't mind throwing up Tom's link there again. If anybody's just came in recently or whatever, I'm just talking to Tom from Tom Keltesch and Everything Outdoors. Guys got good content over there, and yeah, great content, great guy, just your family man. Let me see here. Oh, what I got going on here? Just one second. The Tubby guy. Oh, she used my real name. Tubby, I forgot I was here. Well, I'm not going to be able to push this much longer, Tom.
That's fine.
I usually keep it to like 1.5 hours, and that way I can ration it out. And but hopefully we were able to help you out a little bit tonight. Anyways, you're up to 391.
Every little bit helps. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem. I mean, people, this is a community effort, right? A lot of this is a community effort and growing, getting involved. I mean, you and Cody and you guys were some of the first people to reach out to me when I was new and all by my lonesome in a little dark corner of YouTube doing weird stuff. But yeah,
it's kind of like how you meet friends at school for the first time when you were a kid. You know, you have no idea who's who. Then all of a sudden you start hanging out with someone, and all of a sudden there's a couple more, and you got yourself a small little community.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of neat. It's true.
The boy's cool. 72. Lonesome Not I. I'll tell you the same thing I told Shiner guy. It's sign language, though, and it's a guessing. So you got to guess what's behind my hand right here.
All good fun.
Yeah, see this? This is steam because it's so hot in here.
Luckily, I don't have any. It's cool in here, but I have 200-300 watt bulbs right here and above me, and that little buddy heater going. So that's kind of. There's a chill, but not enough to see my breath.
Thanks, Cody, bud. Appreciate that. All right. Well, something just jumped here. Who's taking off? Jeff. Jeff's taking off.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in, Jeff. Appreciate the support. We're going to be shutting this down soon now anyway, so we're just going to get through the comments here, and we'll depart on our ways. I got 2 sprained wrists now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start getting ready for mentally preparing for work.
Yeah. You're going to work tonight?
No, in the morning, you know.
In the morning, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not at night, but mentally preparing myself for the next day.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Ron's said later on. I don't like
See
reading.
you, Ron. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah. All right. I guess it's been an hour and a half here now, and I just got to check my data. Yeah. 2 gigs. You got 2 gigs almost used up out of a 10 gig limit, and it just restarted like 2 days ago. So I'm gonna we'll call it quits there now. But once again, guys, thanks for everybody coming in here and seeing what Tom's all about. And I mean, he's a good guy and just hanging out with us and having a chat and just being friends online during this long distance. Well, even if we didn't have COVID, I wouldn't be seeing you face to face anyways. I'm half a world away. So
yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Sturge.
Yeah, just throw his link up there one more time, guys. If one of my mods, if you don't mind. And you're up to. We'll call it quits there now, Tom. You're at 392, bud, and
nice,
awesome. A little bit. And like I said, you're definitely one of those people. I've said it before. I've mentioned to Cody. I said, this is really the first time I think we've actually chatted, because last time it was a lot of because my computer wasn't working. But I feel like I've known you for a long time for some reason.
Yeah, it's I feel the same thing with a bunch of people on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It is good, man.
There's that connection.
Well, guys, I appreciate everybody again for coming in. Tom, thanks for spending some time with me tonight, man.
Out to everyone.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you next time, man. Looking forward to your channel and what's coming out and all the fun stuff, especially now with the spring coming. I'm sure you got some fun ideas.
Yeah, I have a few.
Awesome, man.
So,
all right. I'm going to shut her down here now, but thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it.
Everyone, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.